Today I'm sitting down with Alyssa, a San Antonio-based creative who's currently working on her own game show, merch, and hosting events around the city. I wanted to talk with her about what she's building and what the creative process looks like. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you're currently working on?
Hi, my name is Alyssa, or I also go by Bliss as my host and artist name. But I created the 2-0 game show here in San Antonio, Texas, and I am currently in production of my first season of the game show. But there is a season 0 on YouTube, so you can go see some sample episodes on YouTube and see what the game show is going to look like.
What made you want to start doing all of this?
So I actually finished a 3D animation degree at Northwest Vista in town, and I was like, what am I gonna do now with my life? And so with a lot of creative thinking, I have a love for real life film, I have a really creative eye for visual effects, and I also really love game design. So I was thinking of a way to put all of these together, and it landed at game show.
Mhm. On the page of creativity, how would you describe yourself creatively? Like when people ask what you do, how do you explain it?
I would say I'm extremely creative and I create really wherever in whatever field. I love doing traditional art as in painting and drawing. I love doing multimedia, visual effects on the computer. I'm also an animator and 3D modeler. And also I love designing video games. So I really tell people straight up that I've started my game show, my own business, and I just go off on there and tell them all the different creative things I
Cool.
like to do.
You're creating your own game show? That's really unique. How did that idea come about?
Honestly, I think the first thing I did, I thought I came up with the idea and I was dancing with it for a little bit. And then one day I just drew a title screen for the game show. I created a backdrop with a few local elements in San Antonio, including the tower, the Alamo, some roller coasters, the highway, stuff like that. And that's really what was the launch pad for me to be able to actually have the discipline to be and go and create these episodes.
Definitely. What do you think makes your game show different than all these other game shows out here? And what kind of energy do you want people to feel when they participate or watch?
So honestly, my game show is already different because I'm creating it locally based. So it's only gonna be San Antonio centered, although I do want to branch out and be worldwide at some point. But what makes it different, I would say myself, honestly. I feel like the energy I have to bring is very positive and very happy, and I definitely want to create a more positive impact on the community. And I just want everyone to feel happy after they watch my videos, and I just want everyone to feel some joy.
Yeah, that's super cool. I've also heard that you're creating merch to go along with your brand. What inspired you to start that?
So because I'm also an artist and I do a lot of painting and graphic design, I was like, this is perfect. I can utilize some of the content I've already made and put it onto shirts.
Yeah.
So then I put them on the shirts and I also designed my website as well. So it's very concise and I'd say like a magical feeling in the design.
How do you decide which ideas turn into merch?
I have created multiple ideas, and some ideas are still on the drawing board and probably won't come to life, but that's okay because that's you have to practice. And I have a sense for whenever I make a really complete drawing that'll be merch. And honestly, you can be a perfectionist to an extent, but honestly, I like choosing just what's gonna work.
So, do you see your merch as more branding, storytelling, or both?
I would say both because this is a alley I'm going where I just want to bring my own personal projects that I enjoy and I'm branding it to the game show. So technically my store is called the Bliss store. So it's like branding towards my own personal artist self and I'm just linking it to the game show. That way I could have like not all my eggs in one basket. I can have different branches.
What do you want people to feel when they wear or see your merch?
Well, honestly, I have some pieces that already make some people go like, wow, that is like beautiful. And everyone's super intrigued in some of the shirts I have. And so I really just want people to be able to be caught with their eyes because some of the paintings I've made are very like appealing. And so like I just want people to like enjoy looking at it.
Yeah, for sure. And I've heard you're also hosting some events around San Antonio. What are those events and what made you want to start hosting those?
So originally I didn't have any plans to do live events at least this soon. I thought of doing game shows in town, but honestly, I've been reached out to by, for example, Brewster's Backyard Ice House and Uncharted Adventures, and they want me to do live game nights and game shows as well. So I have some things coming up, such as Puzzle Wars, which is a team puzzle race competition. We're going to be doing Family Feud as well with the real stage, real podiums, real buzzers coming up. And we're also going to do some trivia nights.
That sounds like a lot of fun. It looks like you have a lot going on creatively. What's been the most challenging part of juggling all these projects?
Challenging? I don't know, because I have had so much fun. It has all been fun. I would say the most challenging part has been having too much to do, but I've been able to manage. But I'd say organizing the episodes, and not everything always goes right. So you definitely have to adapt to the things that are going wrong.
Yeah, for sure. What advice would you give to someone who has creative ideas but doesn't know how to turn them into something real?
I would say one thing you really need is self-discipline, because an idea is an idea and it can be a fantastic idea, but not until you really apply it. And you're not going to be able to apply it easily if you don't already have self-discipline to just do things on a whim and to be able to commit yourself to a project and not get distracted or abandon an idea just because you don't have the self-discipline.
So, what's next for you, and where can people support or follow what you're doing?
So right now, my big focus is growing my social media following. That way I can have a good platform to be able to advertise my game show episodes that get posted on YouTube. And also live events. I'm definitely leaning heavy into the live events because I feel like it's the perfect avenue to go in order to be able to really make a good local game show.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today, Lyss. It was great to hear about what you have going on creatively. Is there any last words you have?
Well, just follow me on the 210 Game Show on all the social media platforms, and you'll see some exciting content coming.